Hi everyone, Dr. Vicky here. Just pulled some cards on Kamala's August, right? So I thought I'd share them with you. Okay, so we start with first card up was the Fool. The Fool is about a leap of faith, doing something that you have never done before. Just believing that you sort of can do it. You have the little dog there behind you. The sun is setting. Your satchel holds all your past, the things that you understand from not just this life but previous lives, as you jump into really the abyss and you come out of the wilderness into the land of where the people are, where the mind's at, right? This is the journey from her Sagittarius South Node to her Gemini North Node, actually. And she has to cross the river of sorrow, perhaps. And there is sorrow here. At the root of this reading, is the moon. The moon is about feelings that are hard to manage, feelings that are deep, and there's a certain amount of suffering that's associated with these feelings. I feel like as much as she's happy to do this, I think she has some sadness, real deep sadness about Joe Biden, and maybe not so much that he had to step down, because perhaps she even herself thought that he was taking on too much, and that she might be better for it. But I think it was the way it had to happen. I think the way the media just beat him senseless. I think that is what maybe makes her sad. It's certainly what has made me sad. And crossing, however, is the Justice card. And, this Justice card, this is from the AstroMatrix deck. Such a beautiful deck. I don't know why I didn't get it sooner. But this is the Justice card. And you see the scales of justice. On one side has a feather, and as one side has a heart. And the question is, when you meet Maat, who this is, the Egyptian goddess of justice, your heart is weighed against your heart is weighed against your mind, or the feather, the lightness of the feather. And in order to pass the test, you need a lightness of heart. And we're seeing her lightness of heart. We're seeing it being expressed in the joy. But we also see the other side of her very sort of direct prosecutorial energy, the sword of justice. She holds the sword of justice. So as this is being a crossing card and she's a Libra, so that's her Libra nature right there. And this new energy that has propelled her. This is a challenge card. So I think what it means is she's challenged to keep her balance through this, not to get too terrified, too sad, too excited, really trying to keep balance, keeping her eye on the prize. Now she has, in her astrological chart, she has her North Node in Gemini, in the sign, in the first house. And so when you have, sorry, I'm close to the road, but this was, I wanted to do it at this table. The ruler of her North Node, sorry, I lost my place. The ruler of her North Node is Mercury. She has Mercury in Scorpio. And it's about, I think, at 2 degrees of Scorpio, 1 something at Scorpio. And she has, so Pluto is squaring that. Pluto is squaring that point in her chart. So this is a time of moving along with the power, right? Moving along with the power in the, and so she will keep her eye on the prize, not to worry. In the past, we have abuse of power. Now, and sort of things happening in the back, things happening, and I don't know if this was the whole sort of scheme that was going on, I think with the media and probably with the donors, to see if they could get somebody else, I think, in her place. But then once Biden, backed her, and then once they saw that the energy was backing her, I think they had to reestablish. And so I think there was some backroom deals, all that kind of stuff there. But she's a wise woman. She's a wise woman. In the sky, we have the Six of Swords, which is about moving out of troubled waters. So believe it or not, the waters, the emotions, the feelings, I think are going to calm down. This is what's available. I think in that respect, the feelings, there's less choppy waters. We're sort of in more smooth waters, but we're still in a boat and we're still sort of a sea. We haven't touched on ground, but we're moving out of troubled waters. And then in the immediate future, which generally when I do a month reading is really the card of the month, we get the Ace of Swords. So this is the same sword, of course, that Mott is carrying, and so she has an opportunity to take the sword of justice. And I think she's going to state what her aims are. I think we're going to get some interviews out of her. Right now she's just trying to rally the troops, and the troops are really getting excited and really being rallied. So I think that's good. But I think that her strategy, we're going to see her strategy this coming month. Now, in the as it's seen from the outside, I would say this is the outside of the Democrats. I would say this is the Republicans. They're going to be squawking about abuse of power. She should never even be there because Biden was the nominee, and that's not and all that stuff, all that the usual stuff happening. Here in her domestic situation, we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of meditation. It's a card of looking at things from a different perspective. It's a very spiritual card. It's connected to Neptune. You even see the glyph for Neptune there. So I feel like her family is her, like a spiritual core for her. The people in her life, the people around her, whether it's her husband or her sister or her nieces, nephews, maybe it's Tim Walsh now, and maybe some of her advisors, help her to see things in a different light. So, and she depends on them. Hopes and fears, we have the Page of Wands. The message, I think she's hoping the message gets out, and I think that her enemies, we'll call them, are fearing the message. And then the last card I got was the Seven of Wands, and this is about fighting off all comers. This person is still fighting. She's not sure of who she's fighting because you can't see who you're fighting here, but you know that you're fighting. But we do have to see that she's on the higher ground here. And this person who's doing this fighting is not just an any old fighter. This is like a freaking ninja fighter. So this is symbolic of that. Can you hear my bird? He's really annoying. My husband will yell very shortly, I'm sure. Okay, he quieted down. Wow, that was interesting. All right, so these are the cards that I see for her. I see that she's in a moment of great change, great upheaval. This is this is Uranus, and this would be more like Neptune energy, and this is Uranus energy, and Uranus and Neptune are trying each other right now, and they're making an inconjunct to Mercury, which is the planet of the mind, as I do this. So her challenge is to keep her vision, keep her balance. She gets a lot of help from family, as the she will be at the top, and she will be fighting people up, even though she's not sure of all the people she's fighting. It's going to get a little bit better here. Okay, this stuff is better. So that's what I see, guys. So hopefully you got something out of that. I don't know. Have a great day. Like and subscribe if you would, and yeah, share this if you think somebody might want to hear it. Somebody else might want to hear it. All right, guys. Have a great day. Much love. Go Kamala. Go Tim. Go Blue.